Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS, back once again here with DFS Karma. Welcome to another episode of First Impression, where we do a very early preview of the next NBA slate. The main purpose of this video is to highlight the totals of each game, who's favored, as well as give you guys a little injury rundown and who benefits or who takes a hit from the people on the list. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our free media content or our live streams. Also, make sure you're in our free chat room where we discuss all things DFS all day, 24/7. Just go to chatdfs.com to get in for free. Link will be down in the description below. Also in the description are our links to our core play packages, our membership options. So go ahead and check that out as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This NBA main slate got 9 games on it. It's a good size Saturday slate. Like it a lot. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. First game on the slate, Chicago at Orlando. This game opened up at a 224.5 total, with Chicago being favored by 2.5. Both teams are on a back-to-back. Both teams played each other last night. On the Chicago side, we got Otto Porter is out indefinitely, and Lauri Markkanen got hurt during last night's game, so he's unlikely to play. He left last night, did not come back. With that news, I am looking at Patrick Williams, Thaddeus Young, and of course Zach LaVine and Kobe White to pick up that Markkanen usage. A punt play I'm looking at is Denzel Valentine. He's been getting a little more minute and a little more run with Otto Porter being out. On the Orlando side, we got Michael Carter-Williams is still out, Aaron Gordon out, and Al-Farouq Aminu is still out as well. Cole Anthony went off last night. I definitely can see him putting those numbers up again, just because this Chicago team isn't too great at defense. It's a high scoring total. He produced well last night along with Nikola Vucevic, who had a career night. I know in the Karma channel we have that emoji of not playing Vuce, but man, this dude had a career night. Same matchup, same players. I just don't see. I don't know. I just feel like he's in a great spot again. Evan Fournier also picks up that usage from Aaron Gordon, but he had himself an okay night. But Vucevic was going crazy. Unless they double team him this game, he's gonna be in a good spot. Brooklyn at Philly, is the next game on the slate. This game opened up at a 238.5 total, with Philly being favored by 2.5. Brooklyn is on a back-to-back, and I would be very wary in this game. Monitor the news for it. Kevin Durant got pulled from the starting lineup last night right before game time because of contact tracing. He was able to come into the game after his test was, I think, negative or something like that. He played a little in the third quarter after halftime, and then he got pulled in the middle of the third because the person he had contact with had COVID and tested positive. His test was inconclusive, and they still allowed him to play. He probably persuaded the NBA officials that his homie or his friend, whatever, didn't have COVID, but person ended up testing positive. They pulled KD, and yeah, he's out tomorrow. So, if this game does play, I like Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Jeff Green as people to boost, people that get bumped up from Kevin Durant's out tag, as well as Bruce Brown, who should start, and he's been hitting value every time he starts. So. He's a decent value play. We got Philly on the Philly side. Ben Simmons is probable. Seth Curry is questionable. Joel Embiid is questionable. We need to monitor if Joel Embiid does sit out. If he is out, I do like Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris in this matchup. Brooklyn is cheeks on defense. And I think if you guys have viewed my videos before, I don't really like Philly without one of their players and on the road. But they're at home now. This is Brooklyn. Brooklyn don't play defense, so yeah. I also like Shake Milton in tournaments. Next game on the slate, Milwaukee at Cleveland. This game opened up at a 225.5 total, with Milwaukee being favored by 10.5. Both teams played last night. Giannis played the most minutes out of everyone, anyone on his team at least. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him rest. There's no injuries on the Milwaukee side as of now. On the Cleveland side, we got Larry Nance Jr. as questionable. He did sit last night. Wouldn't be surprised to see him sit again. Kevin Love still out. Matthew Dellavedova still out. If Larry is in, you give a bump down to all the Cavs, but if he's out, I'm not even sure if I'd go here unless Giannis was ruled out. So we'll see. Also, wouldn't be surprised to see Drummond pop up on the injury list. They just like limiting that guy. He's definitely trade bait. Toronto at Atlanta is the next game. This game opened up at a 218.5 total. Toronto being favored by 6. Toronto is on a back-to-back as well. On that Toronto side, we got OG Anunoby as out. I do like Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet and also Pascal Siakam. They should be shouldering the offense every night. I would be cautious with them on a back-to-back though. They all went off yesterday against Brooklyn, I think, except for Fred VanVleet, who had a whatever game. But I just don't think they're going to put up the same numbers as last night. They are decent plays though. On the Atlanta side, we got Kevin Huerter as probable, Trae Young as questionable, huge news. Onyeka Okongwu is questionable, and DeAndre Hunter is out. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out as well. If Trae is out, I do expect this game to likely, or more than not, blow out. But Kevin Huerter, Rajon Rondo, John Collins are good plays. And also a punt would be Brandon Goodwin, who shot 1 for 10 that last game without Trae Young. Pretty horrid. If Trae's in, you got to give a bump down to all the Hawks, especially Rondo, but I think that gives a little bump up for Capella. Next game on the slate, San Antonio at Houston. This game opened up at a 224.5 total, with Houston being favored by 1.5. On the San Antonio side, we got, DeJounte Murray as questionable, Lonnie Walker as out, LaMarcus Aldridge is also out. If DeJounte is out tomorrow, you have to look at DeMar DeRozan, Patty Mills. Derek White might get increased minutes. He's had a bump from 21 to 25 minutes. And also, I am looking for a Keldon Johnson bounce back game. I got burned by his ass. Hoping for a bounce back. On the Houston side, we got John Wall questionable, David Nwaba questionable, and Christian Wood is out. That means DeMarcus Cousins is definitely a lock for me, especially on FanDuel. His price is super cheap. If Wall is out as well, it bodes well for him. Also gives a bump to Victor Oladipo, Eric Gordon, and next game on the slate, Minnesota at OKC. This game opened up at a 219.5 total, with Minnesota being favored by half a point. They played each other last night, but I expect this game to go a little differently. On the Minnesota side, we got Karl Anthony Towns as questionable. He did sit last night. No news on him yet, so definitely monitor this. He's huge. Jarrett Culver is out. Juan Hernan Gomez was cleared last night to play, but he didn't play any minutes. We might see him tonight. We'll see. On the OKC side, we got Luguentz Dort as questionable. He did not play last night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as questionable. Did not play last night as well. Theo Maledon was a late scratch last night because of COVID-19 health protocols. And George Hill is out. So Theo is questionable again, I would assume. I would monitor all this news, because if all of those people sit, then OKC will have 8 again. Al Horford will usually rest in this back-to-back spot, but if they have only 8, he's forced to play. He could see limited minutes, and we could see a lot more Muscala Roby tomorrow. So that's just something to note. Next game on the slate, Golden State at Dallas. Opened up at a 232 total. Dallas is favored by 4. They played each other last game, and I think Golden State blew them out by 31. So I'm not sure why Dallas is favored by 4 in this situation. I think it should be a lot closer. But on the Golden State side, we got James Wiseman is out, Kevon Looney is out, and Eric Paschall is questionable. If Eric Paschall were to sit, you gotta like Juan Toscano Anderson. Draymond Green's gonna play mad center minutes. So just people to note. On the Dallas side, we got no notable injuries, so we're going to go ahead and skip to the next game. Memphis at New Orleans. This game opened up at a 227 total. New Orleans is favored by 1.5. Also on a back-to-back. Memphis, on the Memphis side, Grayson Allen is in. Jonas Valanciunas is in as well. They are both back from a long hiatus from COVID. Brandon Clark is questionable. I would not be surprised to see a minute restriction for both Grayson Allen and Jonas Valanciunas. Both returning from COVID protocols, or I think they might have had COVID. So that's just something to look out for. On the New Orleans side, we got no injuries, but they did play last night. Next game on the slate, Last game on the slate, actually. Detroit at Los Angeles opened up at a 221.5 total. LA is favored by 14. Jeez, wow. Detroit is on a back-to-back, but they did beat Los Angeles last time in Detroit. I think that game was without AD though, so this might be a different story for sure. LA is favored by 14. Holy. On the Detroit side, we got Derrick Rose, who is expected to play. He was out last night for rest. Wayne Ellington was out last night as well, but he's questionable, I assume, for today's game. Killian Hayes is also out. On the LA side, we got LeBron James as probable and Anthony Davis as probable. Those two dudes will 100% play. And that's all for this game. That wraps up this first impression video for the next upcoming NBA slate for the day. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, DFS Karma channel, for more daily and media content and our live streams. I appreciate you guys all for watching. Good luck in your contest tomorrow. And as always, it's been your boy, Tristan, aka SrirachaDFS. I'm signing out. Peace.